What's going on, guys? My name's Alex with FlipNation.com. Welcome to I don't want to say this is a show, this is just a quick video. We're going to talk about what's going on. This is Israel.
Hi, Houston.
And wanted to mention, we just had a class. It was a free class here this past Saturday on 13th here in Houston off of Hollister and 290. And I've been in the business for 25 years, so I've done well over 1,000 transactions. But we're super creative in what we do. And we did flipping your duds into cash deals, where we converted one deal that was pretty much not going to go anywhere. We got it to $10,000 mark. We ended up walking away with 27,000 and some change. So we showed a couple of case studies where there's liens, there's title issues, whatever the case is, and these things come up almost all the time now. Not to mention, there's a lot of people that are putting memorandum of purchase on contracts. And they have no intention of closing these things because these are being taught by other people to do this, and you do a release fee, which is BS. So, get your ass, learn how to do this right, and treat people with respect and really help them out, give them value, and you'll get something out of that. So we had this class this weekend, duds to deals, where we were converting some challenges. And the funny thing is that these couple of deals that we've done, we've had multiple deals that we're gonna talk about, but they had challenges. Realtors. So if you're a realtor and you're not even an investor, definitely come out to the class, come check it out. It's free. You ain't got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Get the knowledge and education. There was investors, same thing. Wholesalers, investors trying to get these deals done, and they had to walk away and lose a lot of money. We talked about these case studies, so we went through that. But go ahead, Izzy, and talk about kind of like what we did, what we talked about. We appreciate everybody that showed up to the class. And we'll have another one. We're going to have this on a monthly basis, and we're going to talk about these, and we're going to talk about some other case studies so you guys could learn from. But
yeah, so thanks, Alex. I mean, really the takeaways for me were, we had some semi-experienced investors there. Yeah. And when we were going over the checklist of, how to remove an IRS lien or how to short it, I saw them quickly like writing down. So I'm glad that we're providing value. Like I said, this is a investor that's, has some deals under his belt. Some home runs and some, bases. But obviously we're providing value that, he decided to take some notes. Yeah, like you said, we went over how to buy a house from a seller that's in prison. So we went over that case study. There was a realtor involved at the beginning, wasn't able to help out the seller, passed on the hands to an investor. They weren't able to get it done either. So we kind of went over that case study. So like I said, the next time, if you're a realtor, if you're an investor and that situation passes on your lap, the people that came to the event, they know exactly how to turn that dud into a cash deal for themselves. And then basically, I think the main focus that we wanted the people to get out of this was the mic exchange.
Yeah.
So we had one seasoned investor, I remember him because he said he had like 10 different emails, right? Because that's how he does his marketing. So he's got a system in place. And, one of his duds potential deal, that he brought to the table, and he was talking about that, it's in San Antonio. He contracted a lot, he wanted to build new construction and found out that he cannot build on it. Yeah. So Mr. Dietz here, Alex, went ahead and gave him some pointers to kind of navigate. And I think, you said that, they still got to peel back the onion. There's still a potential opportunity there.
It's no different than a lot of the stuff that we're actually handling. When we deal with it, it comes up, it becomes a challenge. Well, that's the whole point of it. They have a damn challenge. If not, they can sit there and sell it and anybody can buy it. And we're able to remove those challenges for them. Thus, we actually create our own monetary value, if that makes sense. So with these particular cases, it's really just defining, like with him, we talked about that. It was like, well, what could I do? And so I gave him some ideas to sit there and go talk to this person, go talk to this person. Don't stay just in this department and look over here and find out, look at it in black and white, pull the details, ask for the details in black and white so you could understand. Because one of the things I've learned in this business in my 25 years from one of my mentors was, it's not what it says. Like, get your attorney to look at your documents or look at the documents. And it's not just what it says, but what is it not saying? So that's kind of like your loophole. And those are the things that just learning that strategy has been profound for me in really closing a buttload of deals that a lot of people can't do.
Yeah. And then really the last takeaway is just learning more how to talk to people, right? Because at the end of the day, and that was one thing we focused on the mic exchange with people's duds, is like the $20,000 release memo that you renegotiated. You know, for most people, when there's a memo and then they have an investor and they want $20,000, and then that busts the whole deal. You know, because nobody wants to pay $20,000 if they don't feel they're supposed to, right? So somebody has something very similar. They brought up another potential dud. And then we gave him some talking points because he got on the contract with a seller. Apparently now that seller has a list pendings from a relative. I know we've all heard this before, that they're saying that the person was incoherent when they sold it to this person. So now he's kind of opened up this can of worms. And this is where we really say that, you know, opportunities, you can step into opportunities that other people cannot solve, and you can buy deeply, deeply discounted properties. Like I said, our case study that we went over two, but we talked about one that we ended up buying at 50 cents on the dollar, with the repair estimates included in the purchase amount. So we ended up keeping that in our rental portfolio. So
we used a hard money lender on that one. I think we came to the table with like
$135 or $165, something
$165. I know you got to have $165 if you're starting in this business, and you use a hard money lender to be able to provide you everything that you can. We got, you know, guys we could sit there and talk to, but nonetheless, just wanted to mention that because we've done that on a couple of case studies that we have. Yep. Using a hard money lender coming to the table, I think that other one we did was like $60-something or $30-something, no, $28.
Oh,
and I'll use that as a case study to show you guys like this is real. This is all about being on the front end, just like you were saying. Is what you say and how you say. I've been saying that for a while because of the words that you use and your energy and talking to the sellers, the type of sellers, understanding who they are, what they really need. And that's one of the things that he's coming a long way, really learning that process and getting in deep and really closing more deals.
And that's what we're talking about, the converting, right? Don't leave money on the table. So next month, June 17th, yes. 9 a.m. here in our office, in our building. Well, I'll give you guys the address. You know, go ahead and RSVP, because we're gonna go over two case studies again, duds that were converted into cash deals. I'm gonna go over a case study where I talked to the seller. She told me, Israel, you were the only investor that came to the house, even though she called like 5, 6, 7 people, and I know exactly why nobody showed up. So we're gonna share this case study with you guys next month, June 17th. Saturday. So you guys have the same tools in your tool belt, so that next time somebody calls you, you can be the only person that shows up, and you get a great property. You get to help somebody out, and you get a great property that you can buy at 50 cents on the dollar. You can convert that into either a $50,000 assignment, $100,000 flip, or even a great rental property for your own portfolio, because that's what we ended up doing anyways. Yeah. And most importantly, if you're having any challenges with any properties, you have a dud, you're like, man, I had this property under contract and I couldn't do anything with it, go ahead and bring those case studies and we'll go over them with you guys and see what opportunities we can unpeel. Yeah.
So keep in mind, you know, the reason why we're doing this and Flip Nation's coming out is because we've been very fortunate, very, very blessed. We help a lot of people out. There's fulfillment, and it's not just the cash that we get, great, that's wonderful, but there's fulfillment in what we do. And so when we're bringing this to the table for you guys, to educate you guys and help you move forward, is to pay it forward in a sense, but in also the alternative sense is to help those sellers out of a situation, because we're teaching you how to close more deals. And maybe you're bringing us the deals where we joint venture, or you're just bringing us the deals to buy. So it doesn't matter. One of the biggest things is helping out a seller. You're getting fulfillment, we're getting fulfillment, we're getting paid, you're getting paid, we're buying deals, whatever the case is, and it all works and everybody wins. So this is what we're looking for. You guys want to chime in, you can bring additional questions on other deals, other challenges you might have, whether they're divorced, they're out-of-state owners, you name it, bring it to us. We do an open mic when we do at the end of the training and stuff, and we'll go from there. So don't forget, Saturday, put it on your calendar, May the 17th, June the 17th, and it's only going to be for a couple of hours. Y'all guys can bring me tacos, coffee, whatever the case is. We might have breakfast ourselves and have that for you guys, some water and that kind of thing. But yeah, bring up your questions. We'll have it open so that we can do an exchange. You don't have to bring addresses or anything like that. Let's just talk about the case study, what the situation is, allow us to help you out of that situation, because sometimes we even learn. Never know.
And
So,
remind me, how much do they have to pay to go to the event?
zero.
Zero. Free, guys. Free event, free education. So hopefully you guys take advantage of this. Not too many opportunities come like this across. I've already checked. Not a lot of people are talking about it. So hopefully it provides plenty. I know it's going to provide plenty of value.
And I'll mention this real quick. You'll see other people, and I'm not knocking other, trainers or whatever the case is. I know there's a lot of aerial view type stuff that's trained. Oh, we got this property, we made 50 grand on it, this, that, and other, whatever. But they don't really give you the details of a true training in the sense of, this is how we got the deal, these are the numbers, this is the spec, this is the area, this was the seller situation, breaking it down in true training so that way you can actually see. Not only that, Izzy shows the closing statements.
Yeah.
So we show you the numbers, the specs, all the information, so you get to see this is a true training case study. So appreciate you guys.
Yep.
Flipnation.com, check us out. There should be a link somewhere. Obviously, he's going to put this
There, down
together,
here somewhere.
and then
There'll
that
be
way
somewhere.
you can sit there, click on that, register for the event. And like I said, it's only a couple of hours in the morning, and then we go from there. Appreciate you guys.
All right, guys. Have a good day. Bye. So we said 5 minutes? 11 minutes.